Good morning. Good vibes. Thank you to all the people that were on earlier. I was working on some stuff for work and I decided to go on for a second, and a second became an hour. So thank you to all the people. Retta, thank you. Tara, thank you. Appreciate you being on this morning. Thank you, Andrew, for the little heart. That was nice today. Good morning, Bannerman. All right. Well, you know what? I should invite the Bannerman. Haven't talked to him for a while. He always brings a sense of peace for me. I always like that. There you go. Haven't seen Megan for a while. If you're there, Megan, let's do a show. That'd be great. I would love to see you. Excuse me. A little bit of a cough there, dry cough. All right. How is the vibe this morning? Is everybody good? You feeling positive, I hope? Imagine a future that is better than your present. Imagine a future that is better than your present. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Imagine a world that is better than you're currently feeling. Good morning, Rose. How are you? Deerfield Beach, positivity from all around the world. Yes, indeed. It's nice to see you. The world is in a bit of a funk right now. And when I mean the world, I'm talking about the States. Make it a rule of life never to regret and never to look back. Regret is an appalling waste of time and energy. It is so true. You can never build a future by wallowing in the past. You can dust yourself off. You can get in the ring. You can keep moving. You can keep being positive. Good morning. I'm great. Thank you. And you? I'm well. I have a lot of clarity this morning. I'm feeling connected to the source. I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful for all the people who watch these broadcasts on Happs. I now have almost 70,000 views on Happs. Wow. You know, I was hoping to build a little show that maybe 100 people came in. We talked, we built a community, we shared some good vibes for those people that are not feeling good in the morning, not looking forward to going to work, or just a little bit depressed maybe, right? Something to feel positive about in the morning to keep them going. That was kind of the goal. And it was good because it was before work and it wasn't during work hours, and it's kind of just built into something. And I really believe that it was meant to be. So thank you. And for all of you that are here in the Happs universe, you know this place it's growing every day. I'm seeing more and more people from Periscope. And for those who don't know what Happs is a wonderful place to meet people. Happs is a beautiful community of very creative people who are passionate about living, passionate about their lives, and passionate about making great content for you to enjoy, and where you can feel connected to higher sources of light and love each and every day. This show here, we just reread quotes, we talk to each other, we laugh, we, have a little bit of banter some mornings. I have to invite somebody here. I just remembered. Be patient with me. Okay. There we go. Okay, that person's invited now. And I always invite Randy. He looks busy today, though. He looks like he's moving and shaking. That guy's a hustler. He's always going. I'm going to invite James. If you're out there, James. James is a dear friend of mine. I'm going to invite him as well. Let's see who I've got so far. Oh, I got to put her in here too. Good old Megan. Megan's in there now. Yeah, and we'll do this one here as well. All right. And I invited Helen as well. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good enough for now. If other people want to come up, just kind of say something in the comments. Bannerman is going to get coffee. He's got to recharge the battery, keep things rolling and moving. And he's probably going to go and do his morning run where he goes and checks out the border and he looks at the beautiful water and sunlight come up in the morning. Good morning, Fraser. You are on the guest list. You are available to come up. Do so. I don't know if you did your show. He was going to talk a little bit this morning about bullying, negative vibes. He's going to listen. He's listening. That's cool. Thank you, buddy. If you change your mind, it's there. Okay? Eating eggs. He knows I don't like him eating when he's on. That's one of my pet peeves, right? Like if you're lying down and you're doing your broadcast on your bed, or you're eating the whole time, or you're not really listening to your audience, it's like, it's not like visiting a friend, right? You can't zone out and watch TV when you're on here. And I think some people do that. Getting over a painful experience is much like crossing monkey bars. You have to let go at the same point in order to move forward. We've got Bannerman. There he is.
Good morning.
And good morning. Good morning. Are you a singer at all, sir? Do you sing in the morning?
Yes, I am.
Yes. So currently, what is one of your favorite songs? Because I know you love country and western. So what's one of the current songs right now that you're listening to?
Country and western. I like. Man, there's so many. There's so many that I like. I like Aldine. I like Luke Bryant. I like some of the young stars coming out. My taste just goes all over the place.
Randy.
How do they know I'm here? I didn't press anything.
You didn't press? You didn't press anything?
I didn't press anything. How you know I'm here? That's great.
There you go. There you go, buddy. Bannerman is in the dark there. So if you want to say hi to Bannerman, it's good to see you.
Bannerman doing whatever a Bannerman.
Yes.
I got the lights on, but it's sort of. I'm in my Corvette. It's sort of dark in here.
Yeah. I can't see anything. It looks like an investigation tape right now, or I'm in the I'm in.
Pepsi.
Better.
You're breaking up just a smidgen, but we're seeing you great, Randy. We actually got the visual going. Where are you right now?
I actually should have said my date where I made a mistake.
Oh, were you not supposed to come up and you pushed the wrong button or something?
Yeah, I pushed the wrong button. I was supposed to be on my LTE, but it's on the hotel Wi-Fi. I can't believe it's working.
Well, it is.
I actually just was clicking on to see what was going on, and boom, it logged me in.
That's wild. See, that's nature taking care of us, making sure we're together, buddy. That's wild. Good morning, Debbie.
So, Randy, you went on a trip yesterday. You're staying wherever you went on a trip out in the hotel somewhere.
Oh, it disconnected by itself. Oh, it reconnected. Hold on a minute. My phone's acting weird now.
Do you want to drop out and then come back?
Out and try again.
I sound like a transformer.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Okay. That was weird. Oh, now you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. I can barely hear myself. Am I clear or am I a mess?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
That's so weird. I can't hear myself. It sounds like a transformer.
I hear you good.
Okay. Interesting.
Fraser Ramsey.
Can you guys do me a favor? Can you hear me in the broadcast? Anybody? If you can, just hear me, one, or do I sound, number two, like a transformer? Someone will tell me.
You sound good. You sound good here. You sound fine.
You sound fine. Okay. On my end, I'm like this. Freakazoid robots and androids. They don't stop, won't stop, rocking the floor. And I say, dibby, 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 dibby. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah. It's like that ain't no country and western, brother.
Oh, my gosh. Man.
That was 80s funk there. Many people don't know this, but I was a disc jockey for many years.
You got a disc jockey voice. I can see it.
So I used to play the clubs and stuff. Yes, it's glitchy. I'm on Periscope. Yeah.
John DeGlass is a good dude.
But the sound is good.
Is it
John?
Me? Let me get out and see if it's me.
No, it's not. Okay, he's gonna come back. All right. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, it does sound better for me. But I'm all by myself. Don't want to be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I think it is you.
It is me?
Yeah, it's making me...
let me get out of this location. I'll give you a holler back after I get out of the beach.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. All right.
Buddy.
Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, so they've had a lot of glitches lately. It's been kind of crazy. So, Fraser, how do I sound? Do I sound okay now? We're good? I sound good on my end. But honestly, it sounded like freakazoid robots like that. It was not good. Be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. Let's say that again. Good morning, Matthew. How are you? Good to see you. How's life? It's nice. It's nice to see all these faces. Some people from Twitter. You know, it's very nice. What are you currently grateful for, Matthew? Is everything good? Mr. Roboto. Yes. What was that? Who was that? Was that Styx? I think it was. I think it was Styx. Oh my God, I love this. Has everyone repented and received Jesus as Savior? Thank you, Carmen. I'm trying to do my best. I don't know if it requires me to repent, but How are you? I'm good, Debbie. Thank you. I've been kind of up and down the last 2-3 weeks. It's really been hard on me. All the looniness in the world. It's been really crazy. It's taken a toll on my mental health, I think. I I see Fraser. There he is. He ate his eggs. He's back.
Right.
And do you have any hat sponsors today, sir?
No. It's okay. I'm just
So
running out of
anyone who wants Fraser to wear a hat with their logo on it, we'll work something out in the future. We're open to that. It wouldn't. What do you think you charge per show? $10? $10 per show? $20 per show? You know?
do a week. You do a weekly thing or something. You could have
Yeah,
somebody's brand.
yeah. Well, we'll put.
This is, I think, in that sense, you could do a proper sponsor thing, which means depending if it's a brand that's going to sell globally, it means if you're somebody's going to pay you, go live on a regular every day and to help promote their brand. And it obviously it's got to be a brand that can be sold globally, not just to the local area, but could do both, which would benefit the customer basically.
Happs is lagging on both mobile and the computer. So yeah, they're really trying to get this together. I find the latency isn't as bad as it was. It's still
there is a lot of people who are having issues now. I think maybe it's down to it now. It may not actually be the Happs on the two sides of the coin. One side, yes, they are updating a lot of stuff, which is good, and they are going to have little laggy parts, but it may not actually be Happs. On the other side of the coin, it may just be your service provider. It could be where you are in the internet connection you're getting. It could be your service provider at home, as I say, your mobile provider as well. It could be that as well. So it may not be Happs it's lagging. It may be just your phone or your device. You've got to look at that prospect as well. I'm at home. I've got a good internet connection. Yes, the phone can be iffy. If you're in a low signal area, it could be your phone. Michael's fine my end. I can hear him perfectly well. And so there is a transition period perhaps at the moment. So just to give them credit, they're working their socks off and they're doing extremely well. And we're grateful for what we've got at the moment. It will get better. And let's just enjoy what we've got at the moment. And then down the line,
and if you have your socks off and you're running down the street and you hit some shard glass or a couple of pebbles, that hurts, man. And they're doing that for you because they got their socks off. Say that again.
If they're working
their socks off. I love that. That's awesome. Okay.
So just on a polite, just to be polite, let's be grateful we've got this platform.
Yeah.
Utilize what it is at the moment.
It's all about gratitude. Look at that.
Let's ignore that. Let's ignore that
comment. Look at that comment, man.
Ignore that one. Let's ignore that comment.
No. Well, we don't have to ignore. We can embrace it.
I would say I don't agree. Well, that's just.
I'm not going to highlight it. Do you really believe, Carmen, that that's going to happen? Are you?
Six is coming.
Yeah.
Do you think it's coming?
Did you know that 333 is God? And the devil said, "I'm W." And and I don't mean the letter. I mean I'm double your power.
I've heard of Jeff Bethke. I've never heard of him actually, but I understand. Yeah. I'm guessing you're a believer. I'm a Christian, born again, and I believe.
Matthew is asking, did you get your COVID vaccine yet? Did you? I didn't.
No,
in Canada, you have to be near dead, or you have to be, or you have to be a frontline worker, not a walker.
Yes, if you look a funny color of sheet white, you might get the vaccine.
But but if you're an essential worker and you're working in a retirement home, or you're working with those that are incarcerated, or if you're working in a hospital, then you get first priority. If you're an officer, I'm of the belief that I already got it. But the problem is it supposedly is mutating so fast that even if I had fought it and have some of the immunities, I have a really great chance of maybe getting it again, but light. I want to read something, so just put it on pause there, Fraser, for 1 sec. Okay. If you're not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. Your life will become better by making other people's lives better. And I truly believe that. Does anybody know who said that? So if you're not in pursuit of making someone else's life better, you are truly wasting your time, because we're here together collectively trying to help each other. And I know Fraser comes in here to help me. He's also here because he wants to help the people that are struggling with their companies. And if they want to put their brand on his hat, and for the mere cost, he'll be able to, have that. Because once, I'm telling you, anybody who's here right now watching this, Happs is just in the midst of blowing up. And I mean, the traffic, whatever it is now, I believe in 2 months will be 10 times that.
Yes, correct. Hello from Vale. Hello.
I don't see that.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Another Matthew.
Vale, Arizona, USA. Another Matthew. There we go.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. You always have to get past the veil of people. The superficial
Carmen,
stuff.
I agree with you. I was just a bit concerned with your first comment regarding the 666. I was a little bit concerned, but yes, I totally agree with you on that part. And maybe Michael might agree with you in some part. I don't know, but we have different beliefs and different in mutual respect.
Can I have the floor for 20 seconds? Then I'll give you 20
shut up
seconds.
now. Yes, it's your show. Shut up. Sorry, I'm just apologizing.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I want to address that. I'm a big believer that we all have within us evil, and we all have within us goodness and light. And we have to keep the devil at bay or shove him down in the hole. And the devil to me is ego and gluttony. And when you purposely hurt someone because you're not feeling good about yourself, or maybe they shone too much light on you and you don't like it. Go for it, Fraser. Your turn.
I will say this, that I do believe, I mean, my belief, and a lot of people may agree or disagree with me. I believe during this time of coronavirus, we are going through a modern day Passover, and we are living in a Sodom and Gomorrah part 2. That's what I do believe.
Wow.
Things are happening out there.
Wow. That's intense, man. That's intense.
Sorry. I apologize.
No. A belief is a belief.
Yeah.
I welcome the beliefs of anybody, but things are changing. I think we're growing. I think there's a form of an awakening that's going on. But we are all collectively together, energetically together. We're all here in this together, making the best that we can. We're all suffering on some level. If you watched what has been happening in the last week and you're not affected by that, I'm worried about you, because it is affecting the livelihood and the state of mind and the mental health of the collective. I've never seen such insanity. It's crazy.
Okay. Oh, crumbs.
Hello, guys. He says, hello, guys.
Right. Oh, crumbs. Okay.
I'm going to look at that. We'll put that up there. Hello, guys. Jesus is the only way to heaven. Well, how about Buddha? Is Buddha not a form of enlightenment? Or the Tao Te Ching? Or, the Quran? Or
maybe that is getting. Let's say. Well, I agree in the same boat of what Carmen's saying, but I don't want.
Well, of course you do. Of course you do.
I'm
Because
I'm not going to. I don't want to make this. This is your positivity. Let's avoid.
No, we're fine. It's fine. If
I'm just saying I agree. I'm just saying if I'm speaking to you, if I'm speaking to Carmen personally, I would say I agree with what you're talking about, and that's fine. Yes, on with respect to this broadcast, I don't want to be getting into that sort of go down that road on this broadcast. Maybe in another broadcast that is a possibility, but not now.
Okay, so you guys ready? Do you agree with this statement? I want you to listen to it, okay? Growth comes down to experience. Let's say that again. Growth comes down
to
to
experience.
experience.
This is
Do you
true.
believe that in the room? Is that a true
think what we
statement
know-
or a false statement? You can just say true 1, false 2.
I think that's true. We do. Growth is down to experience. Down to experience. Yeah, growth is down to experience because you don't, by experimenting on things and experiencing life, certain things that happen in your life, you will either grow in that situation or you won't.
Mm-hmm.
As you say, what is for you will not go by you. So what is for Michael will not go by him. So it's a kind of, yeah.
There's a kind of hush all over the world.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Tonight,
apologies. I'm talking too much. I do
all over
apologize.
the world, people falling in love with Frasier.
I just want to apologize if I'm talking too much.
Well, you're a passionate person.
Sorry.
You have ripples of ideas. You are a person who has no problem sharing them, which I love. You're fun to bounce off of, and that's why you're here. And I don't want you to change in any way. I think you're exactly the way you should be. And we're going to help people with those hats, and we're gonna advertise. And if you guys pay enough, and I like the hat, I'll also wear the hat, probably for a good 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Intellectuals solve problems. Geniuses prevent them. Let's say that together. You ready? Intellectuals solve problems. Geniuses prevent them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's the man
Randy,
himself.
there he is.
It's Randy's Angels.
It is Randy's Angels. That's
Try to
right.
get in a signal area.
There you go. We've got you. You're wired for sound. You're all good.
Yeah, and I love that he pops right in. It was beautiful, man. Like
One
you
minute
just,
I can log on, the next I can't.
yeah. Oh God, he's doing
It's
that.
good that he pops in or pops up.
Yeah, he's going to show us some background. We can't hear you very well, but if you want to just show us some sights and sounds. So, what time is it there, sir?
I don't know. I think it's like 8 at night.
It's 8:05. It's 8:05 in the evening for Randy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, if you can hear me, send me $100 to prove it.
And if you're feeling generous, send 101.
Feel free and write a check to Michael Mathers, Cash.
No, don't write no check. So listen, Randy, I'm going to read this, and you tell me if this is true or not. I don't know if you heard it. Intellectuals solve problems. Geniuses prevent them. How do you feel about that statement?
I don't have a lot of thought about that.
Do you know who wrote that? Anybody?
I do not.
Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein wrote that.
Good morning, Santos, all the way from New York.
Good morning, Santos. Yes.
Santos from New York. I'm just being your chat's catch-upper, plus your second pair of eyes as well.
Okay, we have another statement here. You ready? Everyone has been made for some particular work, and desire for that work has been put in every heart. That's deep. Okay. Everyone has been made for some particular work, and the desire for that work has been put in every heart.
Randy, go back to that seat. It has the heart shape.
Mm-hmm.
Go, keep going round. There we go.
That's beautiful.
That's Michael's Love Happs seat.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
You should get a picture in that, Randy. That'd be awesome.
But they put a cushion down. When you sit on it now, you feel like you're in a high chair.
Look at that view. That is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do you want to do a plug for the place where you are right now, Randy? Are they supporting the cause? Are they showing you love?
It seems to be an all right place. The owner's a nice lady.
That's good.
There we go. Let's go back to the lighted area.
Walking around. He's in an undercover operation in the Philippines.
Okay, let me move over here.
This is Law and Order, Randy Horton style.
So what's that? So what's the plan for tomorrow, buddy? What do you got going tomorrow? You gonna show more sights and sounds of?
Every day I just wake up and do something, whatever I do. I don't know. I don't really plan anything.
He's got 5. He's got best part of 5 weeks to just do what the heck he wants, basically.
So
Yeah,
you're
we plan
basically
ahead very little, not a whole lot.
so you basically live in the flow. That's what you're saying. You're just kind of whatever
I
feels
just
good, you
go
go.
with it.
I think that's the best way to live, by the way.
Go with
Living in the flow. I really do.
It is.
I am a little concerned that I don't know if you've noticed already. We're starting to get a bunch of people from Periscope. Periscope. I call it Periscope. Freudian slip there.
Is that not what you used to pick up your dog poop?
Yeah, Periscope. Yeah,
Periscope.
yeah. Periscope is. I'm already seeing some of the people I was hoping I would not see here. They are here, so it's already coming. The migration.
As somebody I've met, one of the friends I've been connected with online, Eileen Smith from Philadelphia, who I met in 2018 when I went. She says just sometimes to ignore the comments, ignore the chat, and just concentrate on what you're talking about is good. But also, yes, you have to engage in some way to the people who are commenting or asking questions. Yeah, and yeah, but I think I'm going to do a show later on. Maybe if I don't know, Randy will be in his bed, tucked up. But we'll about what you were trying to discuss earlier, Michael, was the bad apples.
Yeah, Khaled Al-Sakabi told that he cannot watch us on Happs. Happs has been broken now 3 days. It does not work.
Yeah, well, you're getting all your complainers coming in, and don't worry about it.
But that's okay. That's okay. You need a place to have an outlet to do that, and I understand people's frustrations. So
yes,
I've been noticing lately one of the more stable ones has been Facebook. So there's less glitches on there.
I think we do. I think I'm like Randy a little bit. You get a bit, and I understand Randy's had a aberration of frustrated people saying you can't do this, we can't do that. But listen, we understand, yes, for venting, but it gets to the stage it's almost like you're poking the Russian bear a little bit too much with your complaints, and to say, listen, we understand they're going through a transition period. Understand that, accept it, please. Kindly move on, because we love you, we want to help you, but just it gets a bit too much sometimes, and we want to be positive and going forward. Things will get better. Like this coronavirus will get better. We are going to have a normal life again. It will get better. We are going to. There is no glass ceiling, Michael.
Yes.
Michael Bathurst quote, and we are going to get better. And we're going to work together. So let's just be positive, do our best. Yes, there's problems, but it will get better. And there is no glass ceiling. Remember that there is no glass ceiling, and we're going to reach for the top together.
My one of my colleagues said it
can get worse, and hoping they get better may be a dream that's beyond the realm of understanding.
I agree.
Yeah.
Randy, I heard a very powerful statement yesterday, and you chew on this for a second. People who are of the knowing are saying we are in this until 2025, and then it's going to mutate and get stronger, and we really don't have a grip on this. It's a bit of a fairy tale we're being told. I hope that's wrong.
I would politely say, for getting a grip on this, I would say,
hi, Bannerman.
I would say certain countries have got a grip on it better than some, and I think they're like Australia and New Zealand. They have a lot better grips on things, but maybe like UK and America, so is not really taking it too seriously. And we're trying to, but I think yes, there's going to be a bit of a long haul. But I think we are trying to push the vaccine over here, which is good. Hopefully, we'll make things the best part of 50+% better.
Bannerman's audio. If you can hear me, Bannerman, your audio is horrendous.
It was very bad. God, that was wearing me out.
Yeah, I had to hear it. Yeah.
I agree, Mike. I think unless we adopt, a lot of the countries adopt a similar situation to some of the countries that are in a sort of back to us 90% normal life, we are in it for the long haul, and it's not. I think we are at the stage that the UK has got himself in a bit of a financial hole, that we have not just literally done a super hard lockdown, had a curfew and shut up shop like Australia and New Zealand did,
Yeah.
and like other countries have done, and hence the reason why we're not really coping at the moment. We're having this new variant, and it's not helping anybody. But so it's a
Yeah.
sort of hitting sometimes between a rock and a hard place. Yes.
Well,
So
we're in lockdown again, and we're in full force again, and it's supposedly 8 o'clock. You're not supposed to be outside, and I don't know.
but I can understand it. Mental health, yes. I mean, you're working from home. We are restricted. We can't. I'm going to
Well,
go
no,
into Edinburgh.
I
I'm going to
still
drive
have to
into
walk to
Edinburgh and
work.
go
I still
live.
have to walk to work. I
Yeah,
still, but
I'm going to go into Edinburgh and go live, and just to show people a little bit of Edinburgh on Happs, and see what happens, and just to get out and break my head a little bit, break the fog, and just to come back and just for something.
Randy, I want to ask Randy a stat here.
Yes,
This person is saying, will Happs crash the day after Periscope ends when 30,000 people try to join on the same day? It's got to be more than 30,000 people. Come on.
What,
Millions.
30,000?
It's millions.
People
your
have
word.
already had other accounts on other platforms for a long time, so I don't think it'll be a big issue.
No.
I appreciate Mr. Horton and I appreciate Mr. Bathurst. Thank you for the connect and for meeting them, and I'm grateful for the chats and the conversations, and it's brilliant.
Well, I think right now both Randy and I are wondering where this is headed. The Happs thing, like, it's just they're definitely right now hitting some potholes hard, and I'm hoping that they can be cleared up soon, because people will only tolerate. Oh, you're trying to be, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Is that what you're, Randy?
I can't hear you. Sorry.
No, I'm just kind of like burnt out on the conversation. It's really not something I'm into anymore. We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you like to talk about, Randy? What do you feel like talking about?
I don't know. I'm tired of COVID. I'm tired about Happs problems. I've just, I moved on to a new selection now.
Yes, let's move into let's
only
break the chain.
Point out I did find was about some of the people coming over you wish didn't come over, and that's very prevalent, and that may dictate everyone's future and who wants to be where.
Yeah, I have no power to dictate where anybody goes, but I can always hope. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can keep what we have, but everything in life is ever evolving and changing, so I'm going to have to adjust. Period. It's not up to me. He's checking his headphones out. There you go. Thank you, sir. We were getting really bad background. Bannerman, I'm so sorry. The sound was horrible. It was like beyond horrible.
Let's start changing the topic and let's see what. Let's talk.
Yeah, Matthew, you're probably correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's move on. Changing the subject. So what's happening in Canada for Michael? What's the news?
Well, I'm going to read a couple of things because this is my second show this morning. So I'm going to read a couple of things and then we'll just tie it up. So I'm going
to go ahead and let you go because I can't really hear. I would have to log in on Periscope or something.
Okay, buddy.
Happs is just not working. I can't. It's like every third word I hear, so I'm really lost.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Thank you for being here, though.
So I don't really know what's going on.
Before you go, can you just give us one more round of the beautiful scenery around you for a minute? Just show us the scenery before you go. Yeah. Thank you, Randy. Oh my God, that's paradise. Look at that. What a lucky man you are. So blessed.
And it'd be nice if we could get the audio cleared up. It's just really hard to follow when you can't understand what's going on.
Oh, it's maddening. It's maddening. It
Yeah, I
really is.
think the secret I've had is you can only have one guest. Whenever you go with two, it destroys. For me, it doesn't
Yes,
work anymore.
I would agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. It stopped around 3 days ago. Once I went over one guest, it was just like rip.
Yeah. Well, why don't you enjoy that? I'm telling you, I'm quite envious at how beautiful that is right there, buddy. You got a little piece of heaven there. It's so beautiful. There's But there's hardly anybody out right tonight. What is the weather like? Is it really warm and windy? Is that that's what it looks like?
Yeah, it's warm and windy, and most people go to bed early to get up for the beach. So everybody's kind of chilled out.
That makes sense.
Randy,
All
come
right.
on Twitter or Facebook. Yeah, let me see if I can find it on Twitter or Facebook because it's a little tough right now.
All right. Take care,
All
bud.
right, bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, folks. So I'm just going to read a couple things, and then we're going to wrap it up. And thank you. This morning show will always be on from 6:30 till 7:30, depending on how many people we have in the room. We did a small audio test earlier today, and that ended up being over an hour broadcast. So I do have to start my day soon here. Oh, I love this. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. I love that. Let's say it again. The best thing in life to hold on to is each other, not the pain, not the sorrow. And let's focus on the things we can do and be grateful for the things that we have within our lives. And instead of worrying about what is wrong, maybe let's start focusing on what is currently right. And thank you, Randy, for showing us that beautiful scenery. So gorgeous there. All achievements, all earned riches have a beginning and an ending. So in this life, probably one of the greatest things that you can leave is the legacy of kindness and truth, and that you were a person that helped others in this world. And I'm hoping today, when you're out there and you're in the world, you'll shine a little light in the hearts of those who are suffering the most. And we know that in this life right now, many, many people are feeling disconnected. They feel like they've been on a hard reset, like they're a computer and they were forced to defrag and have their information. Yeah, I don't want to go there. I'm going to stop that. So, your turn. Pearls of wisdom. Just give us 1 minute of something kind, and then we'll call it a day. Do you have anything for us today?
I think I'm all pearled out.
That's good. Well, yeah, because you've done 2 shows today. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Dano. It's cold in Canada. Man, is it cold in Canada.
Okay, one pearl of wisdom for you, or one
Sure, he's back.
would be let's make muddy waters clear.
Yeah.
And going forward.
I love that. Do you know Muddy Waters had a song called I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man?
Good grief.
And everybody knows I am.
Oh, my word.
I want to tell you a quick story about Muddy Waters, and it's something beautiful to leave us on. So Chess Records wasn't too sure. Let's say the executives, the older guys in Chess Records were like, I don't get this blues thing. There's no chorus. It's too raw. Nobody's going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the executives that was there that was young said, listen, let's just give it a chance. If it goes sideways, I'll pay for the demo. I'll pay him for his time. You have nothing to lose. But if it goes well, give me a mere 20% of what it sells. Because according to you, it's not going to sell anything. And the guy went, deal, it's done. And you won't bother me about it anymore. And he said, yes. The record came out. In the first 2 weeks, it almost sold 1 million copies.
Wow.
And the person went, I'm not giving you no 20%. You're lucky to be working here. So that's, I don't know if all the facts of that are correct, but it just goes to show you that you should never, ever let someone else dictate your value. You should never, ever live in a world, like you were saying earlier, that has any form of a ceiling.
Yes,
Believe
correct.
in yourself, believe in your dreams. 2021 is a time to let your soul shine. And I'm ever so grateful to the infinite wisdom of Randy W. Horton. I'm ever so grateful for my friendship that I have with Fraser Ramsey. Please, if you can today, we're going to, I hope, at around 5-ish, we're going to do something together on his channel, and I'm going to repay all the kindness that he has done to me.
I thought we'd thank you. Appreciate that. We can try and do a topic you were talking about earlier, and we can just sort of go to, I think, doing a topic and then basically nipping it in the bud and going forward to the next something different. And just exactly what Randy was saying earlier, you get to the stage that a topic gets old and you have to call it a day and move forward to new one, fresh, new topics and going forward, because I think we've kind of exhausted like an old car tire of the sort of the faults and everything and the potholes and the kind of blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's like, okay, time to move on.
But, you know, there's many platforms right now that
correct
their ratings are through the roof because they have fuel. And like you were saying, you can add fuel to the fire, which makes the flames bigger, right?
Yes. So
I love that. So Matthew is saying, he's back on that term here, I think Happs will crash on April 1st.
Well, we'll wait and see. Well, we all said the millennium bug in 2000 was going to happen. Never happened. So if Happs crashes, it crashes, and I'm sure they'll cope with it and they'll deal with it. But we'll just wait. People may not come over to Happs. They may find somewhere else to go. You just don't know. The people might think, well, no, it's okay. I'm not going to bother. I'll use this other platform because it's more suited to what they're used to in Periscope. So you just don't know the answer to that.
That's right.
Wait and see. Cross that bridge when we come to it.
You know what? We're so close to being at 7:30, and I promised people I would say, so we got 3 minutes. Right. So here we go. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by using it.
I'm not going to go there.
Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use. I switched it up there just to get our friend going there. Do you see how the playing of the words?
Exactly, yeah.
Right, the playing of the words there.
It's the show of innuendos by Michael Bathurst.
The sparks of wisdom.
Sparks of wisdom.
and ancient teachings.
And yes.
And some smart alecky comments occasionally. Even the greatest fool can accomplish a task if it were after his or her heart. I like that. But intelligent ones are those who can convert every work into one that suits their taste. And I interpret that as whatever you do, if you clean toilets, if you sweep the streets, if you work at a fast food restaurant, be the very best version of yourself and expression of yourself, and shine light wherever you go, and people will remember you and be affected by you. And I know that Fraser in his work gives his all every day. And if you need cleaning services in what area, sir? Where are you?
based in Edinburgh, Scotland. And my
Yes.
website is edinburghdusters.co.uk or .com. Obviously, and then you can check out my services. I've also got a Facebook page, and I have a carpet cleaning business as well called Lothian Carpet Cleaning. And depending if you need carpet cleaning done in your area.
I love this. I love this. I'm going to end this with this, okay?
Okay.
Because we have just it looks like a minute, and then we'll do our little tap dance and say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for being here. The second round of people. We had a different round of people earlier. It is cucumber time. Hello, Helen. How are you? Good to see you. How are you doing? Are you treating yourself well this morning? Oh wow, I haven't been kicked out this time. Wait, were you kicked out last time? Oh, someone blocked you in the room. That's what that means, you know. That's what that means. A mind is like a parachute. It does not work if it is not open. A mind is like a parachute. It does not work if it is not open. I watched a bit of your show last night, and I like that camera angle that you used better this time. I thought it was better. You want to say something, Fisher?
No, I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna let you carry on with your show and head off, and I'll catch up with you later on. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And right, take it easy, man. All the best.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Beautiful. All right. So, Helen, are you available to come up for a minute? Give us some pearls of wisdom, or are you not camera ready this morning? Yeah. So we talked about this before. I have quite a few people in my inner circle who have been asking me to block this person and block that person and block this person. And I refuse to block anyone unless they maybe come at me with a high caliber weapon or something. But I want this to be a place where everybody feels safe and happy and can come in and be uplifted and have a little fun and a bit of a chuckle. Okay, so I did. You just opened your eyes and there it was, hovering above you. What'd you say? You have entered a time and space. Some people say I live in outer space, right? The Twilight Zone. Okay, so I will take that as a no. Are you going to be on tonight by any chance? Late? Like, I noticed you go on about 9:30 my time. Is that because your house starts to settle down by that time, and that's your relaxed time, your breathing time, connect with nature time? So I'm going to end this, folks. I wish you all the best. Helen, do you want to come up? Just say yes or no. Because if you do, I will let you come up. I'm sorry, I've been able to get in a room, and when you have certain people who have blocked me in your beam, it doesn't allow me in the room. That sucks. I get content not available. See, that seems unfair to me, because I should dictate who I think should be in this room. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Did I invite you already? I thought I did. That's weird. Can you try to come up? Indeed. Try to come up. The settings are a little different when you do I think the landscape. You don't have as much controls. Yes. Hang on, I'm coming. Okay, so she is available. So we will wait for her, and I will read a couple things, and I have a few minutes here still, which is great. Okay, just give it a whirl. If it doesn't, then we'll shut her down and we'll do it another day. But Yeah. I don't think that's fair, though. What do you guys think? Like, this is my broadcast. I should dictate who's in this room. I think that's something they should look at, right? Like, I'm sorry that people are uncomfortable with certain people, and that's fine. But I think the person doing the broadcast should be the one that makes the rules. That just seems fair to me. Is she coming up now? Yes. There she is. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I heard a moan in
Did
the
you?
darkness. In the darkness, it was a ooh.
I wasn't sure if it was going to let me. For some reason, it was a bit
She's in.
hesitant.
She's in. I don't think she's going to let us see her, but we can definitely hear her.
No, I'm a bit bleary-eyed. I literally just opened my eye,
You open your eye.
and you were there.
Well, how lucky am I? I'm glad that I'm in your thoughts.
You should
That's
be
good.
honoured. Yeah, no. I was trying to explain that every time if someone has blocked me and then they're in your live,
Yes.
I can't even if you've invited me. In fact, I was in your room one day talking, and then someone came up into the call in.
Yeah.
And it kicked me out the room. I wasn't able to say goodbye or anything.
See that? I don't like that at all. I should dictate who's in the room.
I agree entirely. Hi,
So
Mrs.
if anything, they could sabotage me
Yes.
and block everyone under the sun that's half decent, and then I don't have any good guests.
Well, I haven't been able to get in your room for a few days now. That's why I've not been around. Because
Well, see, you know what I thought happened? You've lost that love and feeling. Whoa, that love and feeling.
No, I just haven't been. And actually, I had tried to contact you on Instagram to tell you that because I didn't think you had. I didn't want you to think that I had just, done a runner or taken the puff or.
So the people in the room, I know that this format's doing well, and do you know why I know? Everybody is acting like it's their sandbox. You can't play in my sandbox.
Isn't it
I
really
don't
weird?
like you. You have cooties.
It's so weird. I just.
Oh, I know. Come on. This is so grade 8. You dance with my girlfriend.
We've only been here 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. It's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, but you're a bit of a media star, right? You know?
Oh God, yeah.
Video killed the radio star. You know you're old if you know that song.
Exactly. Thanks, Michael.
I was one of the very first VJs at a club, and people used to come in to see the videos. And Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen was huge. And I think that was 85. And ZZ Top, She's Got Legs. That was another one they loved. You remember the song? She spins me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right? I was ready to throw that record over the balcony. People would come, can you play You Spin Me Around? Can you play You Spin Me Around? I played it 3 times. Can you play it twice in a row?
I think that was possibly the only decent track that Stock Aitken and Waterman ever produced, and then it went all downhill from there. Everything started to sound the same, and they dominated the charts in the late 80s.
They had a lot of hits, though, right?
Yeah, but they were all the same song, just with different people singing the words.
Yeah, well, Rick Ashley, is that right? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Great voice. Great voice. He's still out there. He's still doing it. He still sounds good.
He still looks the same as well.
Yeah, he had these really dorky dance moves, though. Yeah. He had this little shuffle thing.
Go on,
and that's all he did. That's all he did. His arms moved. It was like the propeller.
Do it again. You've got that nailed.
Well, I'll tell you, not just a pretty face.
Indeed, evidently.
Yes. So I'm feeling kind of good that people are blocking people, and I'll tell you why. Because people are getting comfortable, so we're getting the same drama here.
Oh God. This is the start of it, then.
But to me, it pisses me off, and it takes a lot to piss me off. I should dictate who's in my room.
That's what I think as well, Michael. I mean,
They
I don't have
should figure. So I kind of know a few people. I've talked to people.
yeah,
I think you know people. We've talked to those people.
yeah.
I think those people like us. At least
Well,
one people.
even if they don't like us, there's it's in their interests of their platform to
Well played.
But I don't care about being blocked. I genuinely don't. Anybody can block whoever they want. That's par for the course. That's how some people have a hissy fit about being blocked. I don't feel that way. I just think, okay, that's fine, that's cool. I'd rather not cross someone's path if they don't want to cross mine, But not being able to get into your room, I can't even get into the cheap seats to comment.
I love that. I love that saying. The cheap seats. What the F does that mean? You gotta explain that to me.
Well, I guess the analogy is like, when John Lennon, I don't know if you remember that famous quote by John Lennon. He said, people in the good seats. That's because obviously in the theater you have like the box or the
Okay.
right, the good seats, right? So the good people rattle your jewelry, and people in the cheap seats clap or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote.
Oh, I like that.
And I guess the good seats are up in the beam,
Yeah.
and then the cheap seats are the ones that are sitting in the
You could take that one comment though differently, right?
Oh, only if you've not got a sense of humor. I don't know.
No, but think about it. When's the last time someone rattled your jewelry? That's
Oh my.
Oh my.
It's a bit saucy for this time in the morning, Michael.
Saucy, I say. Saucy. I give him a roll. And I tossed him. I tossed him for good measure. You didn't jiggle my jewelry right. Oh my God. Okay.
You're going to keep going back to that toss thing, aren't you? When I said I couldn't.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. It just triggers me every time.
It's funny.
Yeah. Well, I was such an egomaniac back then. And she was so right. She nailed it. She was right. She was intuitive. She's like, stay away. He's evil. He's evil. Run.
I'm so sorry. I've missed people's comments, and I don't want to.
Yeah, do that now. Say the comments.
Please start a new broadcast, social media, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's your broadcast. I've said hi to Mrs. Vicarages, and please tell Happs to fix the blocks. And that means they're in the last row, and you can't see anything. Pretty much. You're stuck behind the bar. You know how whenever you go into a theatre, there's always a couple of seats that are like restricted view. There's always a pillar in the way.
Do you know what I'm hearing right now in my head as you're talking?
What's that?
There's a kind of hush all over the world.
Everybody's went quiet. That's why nobody's commenting.
All over the world, people falling in love with Helen.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It's true though. They're going to fall in love with you. So someone said Periscope only has 30,000 people. Come on. They have probably 3-4 million people, wouldn't they?
I have no idea about the numbers.
Maybe they're talking active users. That makes sense.
Possibly, but what I've noticed is I've been losing followers on Periscope, which is interesting. Like numbers dropping. I don't know if that's because people are leaving the app or what that is, but
I think a lot of people are heartbroken, right? Because that was their outlet, and when Happs was a couple of weeks ago, right, when I first started, people were like, everything's in the wrong place because they're so used to.
Yes.
And this to me is so much better. And as you can see, I finally figured out the landscape one, right?
Mm-hmm. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. I'm a slow learner.
Slow and steady. Slow burner. Was it slow and steady wins the race, Michael? That's what they say.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're always in pursuit of being a little better each and every day.
Yep, that's true. Oh, you're buzzing.
I am.
You're vibrating.
Happs. Oh, it's just giving me a notification that Bobby's on.
Oh,
And
nice.
yes.
Well, I know that you wanted to wrap it up before I came in, so I won't hold you back, Michael, if you want to sort of,
Well, I'm gonna do one more spiritual thing, and then you didn't answer my question, probably because you were. Which was, what is a common time at night for you being on? Is it like 9:30? I know you're late at night usually.
Oh yeah, last night I went live at about 2:00 in the morning at my time or something. I don't know.
Which is like 9:30, 10 my time.
But that was a mistake because obviously it's afternoon and I'm still I just woke up, so I have to stop that habit. That's bad.
I'm going to read something to me, and you tell me if this is true or not for you. Okay. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better.
Yes.
Do you want me to read that again?
No, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. I really believe more and more as I get older that we are in some form of a matrix, and how much of it is real. And I think through positive thought and staying in the frequencies of gratitude and abundance in your mind, you draw more to you. And I've been kind of basically witnessing that the last couple of weeks. Energy and persistence conquers all things. Do you believe in that? Energy and persistence conquers all things.
Well, I believe that we're all energy, and I believe that you get back what you put out. Absolutely. Even something as simple as when you're going into your little local, I don't know, say cafe, for example, and you're, having a conversation with the barista or whatever, and then you see other people who just don't even say please or thank you. You're the way you're interacting with that person changes how, it's fundamental, it's basic. It's not just manners, it's you get back what you put out.
Yeah.
An interaction,
I agree with that.
So
yeah,
you
get what you give. You get what you give, right?
Absolutely.
Now here's a weird thing. Someone is saying hi to Island Girl, but I can't say Island Girl.
No, me neither.
That's
Dun, dun, dun.
So before we go, do you think the person who is the owner or the runner or the person hosting the broadcast should be able to have who they want in their room? I think they haven't fully thought that through. And that's very dangerous. If someone really wants to sabotage somebody, they could, block every single person who is, an influencer, which you definitely are, and have it where they couldn't be in the room. Now, there she is. It just took a while. I see her on Twitter.
It's funny because you had already told me that certain people had asked or told you to block me. And then suddenly I'm not able to get into your room.
Yeah, because they made it reality. They warned me. They wanted me to do it. And I was like, no. But here's the thing. I would have no audience if I blocked every single person who told me to block. Like, because we have one camp that doesn't like each other, and you have another camp that doesn't like each other. And they're huge camps, and they're huge influencers. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm
so childish. I hadn't realized
grade
that.
8. It's grade 8. It really is. It's like high school dance. Well, I don't want to be the first one to ask that person to dance. Right. And then you go ask that person to dance. They go, well, I wanted to ask that person to dance. Why did you do that? You knew I cared about that person. Well, I seized the day, my friend. That's what I did.
I can answer that question. Hi, Island Girl. I can answer that question, Matthew. He says, what if you invite 2 people and one of the people has the other person blocked? That's that has been what's happened. So Michael would invite me and someone else up into the call-in. And even if I'm in the room at the time talking in the comments and Michael says, come up, if that other person comes up first, I get kicked out of the room. I can't even continue to comment in the comments. I physically get kicked out of the room, and then it's content not available anymore. That room just doesn't exist.
It's not good. Yeah. Yep. They were thinking of having the person who blocked the other person, their head would self-combust, but they felt that was maybe too extreme.
Just a bit too far.
Too far.
You've taken that too far.
Too far. I said put your toe in the pond. I didn't tell you to swim in the forbidden zone. Only you dictate the pace, right, Helen?
Yes, I just
only you dictate the pace.
I just think that the broadcaster should there are people who are not going to like each other, and the broadcaster might like everyone, and it's not fair to the broadcaster to not be in control of who's in the room. And if people don't behave in the person's room, then they can block whoever they want or whatever. But I just think that it's a weird. They need to look into how they're.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. This is so funny. I want to end it with this because I do have to go, and I could talk to you for days, which they would love, but I don't think my employer would love it. Yeah, I definitely have to go. Okay, so we're going to end it with this, and I think it's perfect. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off.
Quite often.
So if you guys believe that to be true, put 1. If you think that's false, put 2. I'm going to read it one more time because it's so sweet. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off.
That's quite funny.
Well, I think it is kind of timely. And it's 11:11:11. That's how long we've been on here. See, the angels are saying hello. Helen?
What does 11:11:11 mean? What does that mean?
It says the angels say hello. If you see 11:11, if you see 444, that means that you're on your spiritual journey, but still needing to do work and guidance. But I think the most important thing is the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Thank you, Helen, for coming up.
See you later, and thanks for having me in, Michael. Talk to you later.
That was and you know what? That gave us clarity, and they cannot stop our love. They can't stop our love.
There's a song in there somewhere. Where's the song?
I know there is. We'll work on it together. I'll get my people to talk to your people. And you know what? I think she was a little harsh with the ones saying there that every record they did sounded the same. They were just incredibly similar.
Yes, incredibly
similar. But you know what happens? Can I to their defense? Okay, you get one hit, and you get the cash, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, oh man, we can do another one like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so daft as a kid. I listened to records from the 80s and go, this record's exactly like this record. And this record's exactly. But at that time, it was just, this is in, man.
Yeah.
This is my funky dance. Oh, Rick Ashley. Never gonna give you up. He was stirring pots or something.
Yeah.
We could have
been on this app, stirring pots.
We would never do that, would we? Take care. Bye-bye. Much love. Are you still